Hello.
Hey, friends.
Hello there.
They're pretty fire.
Welcome.
It's very pretty.
Yes. All the Christmas decorations are down, but we
Ooh,
still have the
sadness.
fire going. Well, I did
We
leave
did
a little
put a little bit
garland.
of garland.
I left a little.
I'm leaving mine.
How many take
Neutral
down? No
garland.
one's even here, but I'm going to ask you a question. How many take down your Christmas decorations and you think they're all done, and then like a week later, you find something? I found
Those little trees.
I
find
found
them
that
all over my
little,
house.
The key that we hang that Santa Claus can get in if you don't have a chimney.
Ah.
And I just found that
You know
on
what I
my
missed?
cabinet.
A 3-foot nutcracker.
Okay, well that's just plain.
I don't. It
Well-
just it became a picture because it's so big. It was like in a little. Didn't even pay attention.
I mean, I still have stuff on my porch, but inside it was Santa's key. Did you? And you have a tree.
I find the little trees in all the rooms,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, I think I found most of those away.
I'm so glad there's a bunch
So-
of people on
Yay,
here already.
hello, everybody.
There must be a few who need to boost their immune system. That's people who are
Right.
checking in tonight.
There's some-
All of us. In other words, all of us.
Yeah, I feel kind of blessed. I mean, and I guess this is a good thing of the sea.
Of the what?
The
The
sea.
C word.
Oh,
The
I was like
sea.
the ocean. What are we talking about?
Ocean.
We've been so proactive on doing all the things that not only have we not
She
caught
didn't
the
deck her house.
sea, we did not. I've not had. Any
I haven't
other-
been sick in forever.
I've not
Me
had a
neither.
cold. I've had nothing.
Yeah.
Who's knocking on goods? Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
We got 10 or more ways, you guys. We
Yeah.
got plenty of ways to
We
boost
are
that immune
faithful
system.
with these ways.
Pretty
Yes, we
faithful.
are.
Well, you're going to see. We will admit we don't 100%, but
That's right.
for the
We
most
try our
part,
best.
we pick and choose.
They
the
do about
things.
99%. I do about
No, you're
75,
gonna,
80. I don't know.
You are going to mention a product tonight that I have not used in the past year. I have it in
Oh,
case,
okay.
but I've not used it. So you'll have to wait and we'll see if you can figure out what it
I
is.
bet. I think I use it every day.
You want to guess right it off? Okay, what is it?
Maybe not.
Well, I don't know. This
I
is
thought
fun.
you were going to say
I
zinc.
feel like I need to.
Zinc.
It is
Yeah.
zinc.
I
Zinc.
started taking zinc every day just with the whole pandemic thing.
The C.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the C, not the
I have
ocean.
it. I have a stash of it. I just have not used it.
Yeah, this is the same bottle I have too. Liquid zinc. So let's talk about being proactive versus reactive.
You wanna start?
Okay.
We're gonna look at
The,
you.
the majority of us, this is everything in life. We just react to things, and that doesn't usually work in our favor. Now, I mean, it's better to react and do something than to do nothing, but it's even better to be proactive, not just with our health, but with everything. I mean, if any of you took Edie's thing last week, it's like it's a mindset thing of deciding how you're going to speak to someone and deciding the attitude that you're going to have and being proactive about the positive things in life.
So true.
You
That's a
know,
great
instead
point.
of, you
Yeah.
know, someone coming in your face and you just react, if you're in your mind's like, I know that person's going to push my buttons and I am just going to smile. That's being proactive, is having a plan before you have a situation.
I need to be more proactive in my thoughts. That's,
Yeah, there
that's
you
a very
go.
good-
There
that's
you
a
go.
very
Good
point.
point. I'm going to talk to Kelly today. I'm gonna be happy. I'm Kelly, in case you didn't know that.
What are you implying?
Oh, brother. Okay, moms, with your kids, that's the way you can approach your children. You know that they're going to give you a hard time about the bedtime routine, so you can be
Yes.
proactive and have
The drink in the
have
room.
a routine.
Yeah.
That's
The water
probably
just-
half
Have the water
problem.
already in the room.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a
So-
drink. 10 minutes after you put him in bed.
So really, that's, you know, the thing in life. Oh, and this is the other thing I used to say when we did our one-on-one classes live, is that I kind of know my family history and I know what they're prone to. And so I'm very proactive in the areas that I know would be a weakness for me if I was not proactive based on my parents' behavior.
That's a great.
That's
one.
all I'm going to say on that one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So that applies to your health, obviously.
Yes.
Too.
This is a big one for your immune system.
oh yeah, because immune systems are very hard to feed after you're sick.
Yeah.
It's always best to feed them.
And it takes so much
before.
longer.
this is kind of like our starter. If you feed it every day, it's bubbly and active, and it makes beautiful bread.
They're all into the sourdough.
Who else is making sourdough? the quarantine sourdough.
Who else is jealous of those who are making sourdough?
I kind of am, but I'm not sure if I'm jealous enough to ask you to give me lessons yet.
I can give you a hunk of bread, though, today.
Hunk of bread.
So we're going to give you 10 things that we do, or some of us do, and we try to do. We all three do at least one of these.
I think I do about 8.
I think I probably, I try most of them.
Yeah, I don't even know what they are.
We're going to tell you 10 things that we do. We're just going to go through them and tell you why you should do them. And
okay, so the first one is probably the one I'm worst at, you guys. But we should have followed it up with this because I feel like it makes up for it. Okay, did you know that the more processed foods you eat, the more nutrients are depleted from your body? What does that mean? That means you're more likely to get sick.
So your diet.
So the food you eat has a big impact on so many things, like your immune system.
Yeah. But there are foods that boost your immune system that we should all have. You know that saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? There is really some truth to that.
And what it comes down to is natural products are vitamin and mineral rich.
Yeah.
And the more processed they become, or the more fake they become, or they have none. There are a lot of foods that people consume on a regular basis that have no nutritional value whatsoever. Yeah. It might be fun to eat, so there might be enjoyment value, but they're not helping your immune system, and it can actually be depleting your system of valuable nutrients.
Yeah, the junk food actually depletes. And then if you probably have heard about soil depletion. So the soil, actually, what the crops are growing in is depleted of nutrients.
So deficient.
I used to be the one that said, I'm not taking supplements. That's just wasting my money and my time. I eat good food.
I did too.
And I'll take a multivitamin and a C occasionally, and that is it. Everything else is like a big hoax. I was a fool. Now my breakfast is, I think it's like 12 supplements and a smoothie.
How do I get my big handful in the morning and my big cup?
I know.
Yeah.
And instead of feeling like dopey because I do it, I'm like so proud of myself.
Yeah. Well, I feel better today than I did
100%.
10 years ago. Okay, do we want to talk about any foods or just keep going?
Okay.
We can talk about some foods.
Do you guys know what the most immune-boosting foods are? Tell us in the comments.
What would you say? What
Pop
do you
quiz.
eat that you think boosts? I mean, it's natural. Like when I would ever get a cold, the first thing I do is like, let's drink some orange juice.
Yes, growing up, that's the first thing we did.
Orange juice,
orange
grape
juice.
juice, those two things.
Yeah.
That would be. So citrus fruits.
Berries.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Berries. I didn't know that until I started with Ningxia. I didn't know how valuable berries were.
Yeah.
But we talk berries have the highest antioxidants, highest auric value, so it makes sense.
Those superfoods.
Yeah. Red bell peppers
actually have more vitamin C than...
I
read something, and I should have put the statistic in there, but...
Red bell peppers?
Yes.
Have more vitamin C than...
I think it was one of the...
Probably.
It's either a berry or citrus
Apparently,
fruit.
it has more than green bell pepper.
Yes.
It specifically said the red ones.
Yeah. Broccoli, garlic.
I had broccoli today.
Ginger. I think of like old wives'
all
tales,
your
like
greens.
grandmothers would put together these drinks for you to drink. I feel like it has all this stuff in it.
The
spinach.
dark greens. That's
Yeah.
where the spinach, the broccoli, probably the kale. It's not on here, but I bet you that would fall in that category too.
Almonds, turmeric.
Green tea, actually.
Green tea and mushrooms. That's a big one. Yeah, some really good.
And I'm just seeing on our notes, maybe they'll say this later, but turmeric is in our Agiles and green tea is in our Nitro, and mushrooms are in our ImmuPro.
So these are all supplements we sell.
Yeah, these are things that Gary must have done a lot of research on because he included them in these supplements for specific reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
All right, the next one actually may be a little worse for me
eat
than my
your
diet.
veggies. Eat your veggies.
The next one is sleep. I am fantastic at this.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's because she works hard at it.
No,
I just think
she doesn't have to work at it.
It
go to
comes
sleep,
natural to
and I
her.
sleep all night.
How many
And I get a great
hours
night.
do y'all need for sleep? Like I need my sleep. I have to have 7 or 8 hours. I could survive now on 6, but not very long. But 7 to 8 is good.
Yeah, ideal.
What are you, 12?
I can say 12, but no, I'd say 7.
I could never sleep 12.
I'd say 7 is like my...
Well, if you go to bed like 11...
She goes to bed an hour later than me, but then I'm up an hour earlier. So it kind of balances
I go to bed
out.
11:30, and I'm usually up by 7:30. So yeah. I'm good like
7
that.
or 8.
But anyways, it's very difficult as you get older to get good sleep. Yeah. You really have to work at it and fight for it. And you guys have a list of things to get
Yeah, we'll be
better.
putting up a post that's going to have some ideas for helping you get more sleep. And it's worth working on it because if you are chronically sleep deprived, you're going to get sick. You're going to get more likely.
Like when you travel and stuff like that.
And a lot of healing takes place while you're sleeping.
Yes.
In your brain, all these things need that sleep to be able to replenish and revitalize. So,
yep.
All right, the next one.
Number 3.
Stress management. And we're going to talk a little bit about frequency. So we know, yes, we all know we're all stressed at some point in our lives. Maybe at all points of our lives. Definitely now. And stress is a big one. The more stressed you are, your body takes a toll of that stress.
Yeah.
So have you ever done any research on frequency? Anyone? They're answering a little bit behind. So it's hard to do. So every living thing has a frequency. That's how God made us. It's an amazing, amazing thing. It's not mumbo jumbo. So if you were having heart issues and you went to the hospital, they would do an EKG. An EKG is essentially measuring the frequency in your body and seeing if they have a heart attack. Are they going to have a heart attack? Are they in the middle of a heart attack? Like that's what it does. And an EEG does that in your brain. So everything has a frequency. Well, our frequency is like a sliding scale. So a healthy human being is between 68 and 72. That's a healthy human being. If you have major stress, that scale is going down. You get in the 50 range and you got the flu.
It says at 58, disease begins.
Yeah, so you have got the flu. But it's a sliding scale. So everything that you do that is good, like eat fresh fruits and veggies, that's going to up your frequency. Drink a cup of coffee, you're going to go down.
Yeah.
Sleep really well, you're going up. Sleep terrible, you're going down. And so it's fluctuating all the time. So the more good you can do in your day, the higher up you're going and the less chance of you getting sick.
Guess what one thing is that really boosts your frequency?
Ooh, I think I know.
Essential oils.
Yes. Every essential oil actually has a frequency, and there's a chart. I don't know if they're going to put it up, but they really should. They will tell you where the highest frequency.
But essential oils start at 52 megahertz. That's the lowest essential oil you'll find. Pure. We're only talking about pure Young Living essential oils. No other. Walmart essential oils, they got nothing. They did.
Actually, they would probably deplete because
they would take away all the
chemicals.
They
would because they have synthetic ingredients.
Yes.
I've been dropping frankincense on my head all day to raise my stress frequency.
Even eating fresh produce, which is good because it's going to help you for a lot of reasons, but even fresh produce doesn't have as high a frequency as essential
like 12
oils.
Or something, right?
So 16.
16.
Dry herbs have 12 to 22. So your essential oils are a really great way to...
I saw that Northern Lights Black Spruce was 520.
Yeah.
Remembered that wrong.
It was about that. It was right at the 500.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Idaho Blue Spruce is another high one. Rose.
Thieves is 150. That's what I was just huffing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you upping that frequency? Laughing, joy, ups it. Worship music, ups it.
Turn up the music.
Yeah. Getting angry and beeping in the car line.
Watching the news.
Yeah. Prayer is going to raise your frequency.
You know, another one, and this isn't like controversial, but wearing a mask lowers your frequency. And a lot of people have to do it and they don't have a choice. So you're going to need to extra up your frequency depending on how long you're wearing that, especially your kids' masks.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Number 4.
Hydration.
Okay.
Hydration.
How much water do you drink every day?
I'll demonstrate.
You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces.
Yes, Chastity. There's a chart floating around that hasn't
Yeah.
been updated in a while, but
And the frequency?
I read that the man who was doing all that, like in the chemical labs doing that, passed away a few years ago, and so it never got updated. But there is an old chart floating around somewhere.
I think
Even
I
if
might
you
have one.
even
We
if
could
you Google
find
it, you'll
Yeah,
you'll
if you just
pull it up.
Google essential oil frequencies, it comes right up.
Yeah.
Or 20 come
But
up.
like Northern Lights isn't on there because that oil didn't exist
Right.
when he was working on it. So, all right. So, how much
Hydration.
water do you drink?
80%. Should be drinking lots of water.
Yes,
Lots and lots of water.
half your body weight in ounces. Although I should drink more than that.
I was going to
I drink
say,
a lot more than that.
she drinks that if we go out to lunch with her. She drinks that just during lunch.
Yes.
The waiter, she has to like double tip the waiter for as many times as they have to come back to
She
fill
always
her
has
water.
2 cups.
I actually left my other cup in the car so they wouldn't make fun of me.
No,
No,
we
that's
don't make
good.
fun of you.
That's
Well, this
good.
isn't water. This is hot tea.
We're
Y'all,
complimenting
every
you.
single one of your
My
organs
husband does make fun of me.
does not work properly if it's not hydrated.
Yeah.
And only you can hydrate your body. That's all on you. So, I mean, your heart, especially heart health, is a major one that needs hydration. The more dehydrated you are, the thicker your blood is. The thicker your blood is, the less it's moving fast. You need it moving. You need it moving. It needs to keep flowing.
Yeah,
Not
so
being thick and gloppy.
The thicker I
Gloppy.
get, the slower I get.
That's when issues come up.
Yes.
And you get headaches.
That's if someone says or you're getting a headache, the first thing you should do is drink a big glass of water.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my
That's like
kids.
number one reason someone will get a headache.
Or kids'
if they're
leg
hydrated.
cramps, like when growing pains and stuff. A lot of that is dehydration.
Yeah.
Then, if you add a drop of your lemon essential oil or your grapefruit essential oil, you're going to raise that frequency, get hydrated, and get the detoxification going at the same time.
All at the same time.
All
And
by
it's
adding
It's
a
a
drop of lemon.
win-win.
And
Win-win.
it's yummy. And it tastes good.
Yes.
For those of you that are like, oh, I don't like water. Tastes
I
terrible.
love water.
Yeah.
Tastes like nothing.
Tastes like nothing. Well, that's exciting.
Well,
Okay.
What's next?
Number 5. The...
Thieves.
Oh, I was going to...
Oh.
Yeah.
Key star. What is it? Go ahead.
I don't know what the word I was thinking of. I don't know. Never mind.
Darn.
are we on thieves? Is that
Yes,
what we're trying
we're
to
on
talk
thieves.
about? Well,
Key star.
everybody
What's that? What's
knows.
that phrase?
What are we talking about?
I introduced
Like
it
when
with
you're
the
going to say,
grander.
this is the amazing piece of...
Pisto, resisto, something like that.
Oh, what? Okay, I am
Help us
totally.
out. You know
I
what
am totally lost. But y'all need thieves. Maybe this would be a good time for y'all to drink your water and catch up while they're recovering over here. The
goodness.
who? I don't know. I honestly have no idea what
We'll
it's
look it up after.
So, this is going to be your immune system BFF. It's Young Living's claim to fame. It's the... Something I don't know.
No, I just can't stop
Be
laughing now.
resistant. I know what you're trying to say, but that's not actually what I was trying to say, but now we're all trying to say it.
I'm not sure what to say.
Okay, Thieves is an oil blend that you can use in 1,000,001 ways. So tell us in the comments your favorite way to use Thieves. First of all, you should be diffusing Thieves.
What is she? She thinks
She's like,
we're-
I want
wanna
what
have
y'all
what
are
all you're
having.
We're just
bit.
having.
We got oils, friends.
It's
we got
the
oils.
Frank on the head for
it's
me.
the oils and the Ningxia. That's all I can say. They have actually done studies on diffusing Thieves, and it actually kills real sickness germs in your house. So if you're not diffusing Thieves right now, you need to be diffusing Thieves right now.
I just want to know, can you your frequency from us laughing go up so high that you burst or something?
Hey, we just raised our frequency a
Yeah.
bunch.
Bunch.
And if you're laughing with us, your frequency.
Or laughing at us, that works too.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be with
It's also a great one to rub on your spine because
You almost pointed your face. I was like, no, do not rub Thieves on your face.
Viruses
It'll burn.
hover in your spine. They hover there. So that's a great place to rub it.
Bottom,
you can put a
bottom
roller-
of your feet.
Bottom of your feet for
Wrists.
your kids.
I like to add a drop to my hot tea. I should do that right now. To your hot tea.
Yes.
Yep. What else can you do with this? I will take it in a capsule if I am already sick.
I mostly diffuse it.
Yeah. And I diffuse it with orange. If this is really strong for you, if the cinnamon and clove and all that is really strong, just add citrus.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Okie doke. Well, that was fun.
What's the next
Number
stuff?
6.
Oh, I have it. Sorry. I had to move it off the table because it was too big. Is our other amazing word that we don't know how to say. Ningxia.
Antioxidant drink.
Yes, it's
superfood.
So let's talk about antioxidants for a minute. We talked about frequency. It's not weird. It's just, how God made us. Antioxidants also are going to help keep us healthy. And Ningxia is made with the wolfberry. Have you guys heard of the wolfberry? I hadn't ever heard of this until I started.
I never heard of a wolfberry before.
Yeah. It is the sister or brother to the goji berry.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know who it was going to be a sibling to. I was like, where's she going?
It's like,
and it has more antioxidants than any other food source. So
in the world. Any other food source.
Earlier when I said my diet isn't perfect, but I drink a lot of this every day. So I feel like it makes up for my lack of salad.
It picks up the toxins and it escorts them out of your system.
That's what antioxidants do.
Yeah.
And if you've never had this, you drink 2 ounces a day. You can drink more, you can drink less, but that's what the directions on the bottle say. Yeah. Drink 2 ounces, so it's a shot glass that you take every single day.
And when I first started, I was on a budget, and so I did 1 ounce a day, and I could still see the difference with that.
Yeah.
And
every little bit is going to help.
Yeah, and then I upped it. I do at least 2, but usually I do 4.
Big on helping inflammation.
Inflammation, heart health,
energy,
mental health, vision. It's good for all the things, really.
Very important for vision.
All right, what's up next?
Number 7.
Vitamin D. I brought some vitamin
Everybody
D.
eat one. I'm just kidding. Have you guys been seeing those studies about vitamin D lately?
There are a lot.
How 70 some odd % of Americans are deficient in vitamin D. And a lack of vitamin D, you guys,
made more people more susceptible to catching that popular
the virus that shall not be named.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
in some countries, they actually use this as infusions to help get people better.
Yeah. It's also really good for your mental health. So
yes, and so you want to. I was trying to remember what it was.
Especially during the seasons where you're not outside at all. It's very important to get your vitamin D.
Yeah, that's why things like the flu. That's why you're sicker in the winter.
Yeah, when you always say how come nobody gets this stuff in the summer?
Nobody gets the flu in the summer, ever.
Rarely,
very
rarely. Yes, because
you're outside and you're in the sun and it's bright, it's hot and it's just warm and it's amazing. And then in the winter we're stuck inside. It's gloomy.
Yeah.
And everyone, Anything else you have that you want to talk about? So Young Living does have a vitamin D. But just get some vitamin D.
Well, ours is better.
Ours is better because it's with K. You want to get vitamin D that is paired with K2 so that your body can actually use the vitamin D that it's taking.
So it can absorb it.
Yes, so it can absorb it. If it's not with K2, then it's not going to absorb it, and you're going to end up with all going in one spot. And that's not
it also has a few essential oils infused in it to it, like
lemon
balm, lime peel, melissa oil, which is also called lemon balm. So the oil and anyway, I don't know.
And that's the thing that's neat about all of our supplements are infused with the essential oils, and that's because Gary did the research to make them more available. Was it bioavailability?
Your body absorbs it better.
Actually, use them.
Most supplements, you only get your body only takes in 30% of the supplement. So think of when you spend it on supplements and your body can only use 30 and you pee the rest out. Ours are 80% because of the oils.
Yes, exactly, Laurie.
All right. What is up next?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. Who is taking the vitamin C right now? every day.
So far, I do all these things.
Yes, every day. I mean, probably all of you know why we need to take vitamin C. You should tell them.
Again, it's an antioxidant.
Yes.
It definitely boosts your immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see what's the other thing it says.
Helps encourage the production of white blood cells known as
lymphocytes.
Okay, it is a glare. Lymphocytes and
so it helps against it helps against infection.
I'm not reading any more sentences. There's very big words.
Whatever those are, they help protect the body against infection.
I don't know what a phagocyte is, but it has them.
Oh dear.
Your computer screen is very dark, so I'm just
I tried to brighten and I can't find it. My thing doesn't work.
Very good for your skin as well. And let's see. Well, in my protocol, if I were to get sick, I would be doing every hour on the hour for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I would be taking vitamin C.
Yeah.
And
every hour.
Yeah, that and be upping my vitamin D and also throwing in, I don't think we have it here, but vitamin A.
Yeah.
All right, what's up next?
Zinc.
Okay, number 9.
Zinc. This is the one that she doesn't take.
Yeah, and
actually, I do not take this daily.
The reason you should be taking it is because your body doesn't store it.
Yeah,
so you need to keep replenishing it.
And it also helps to absorb the vitamin A with the absorption of vitamin A, and it helps with the maintenance of vitamin E. So
yeah,
I probably should be doing it every day.
I add, so this particular one, it doesn't really have much of a taste, so I just add it to some other stuff. And I take my little shot glass full of
But let me tell you, do not ever take this on an empty stomach. Most people give up on zinc because it will make them feel very nauseous.
Yeah.
And that's because they've taken it on an empty stomach.
It's Mary Ruth.
Mary Ruth. The other interesting thing about zinc, the reason why they're pushing it so much right now, is that zinc, one of its jobs is to ensure the proper functioning of our taste and smell.
Interesting. And we know that's a symptom.
And that is a symptom that is showing up a lot. So the better your zinc intake is, the better chance of maintaining that.
Yeah. And zinc, back in the olden days, before I knew all the good stuff, I would use Zicam, the zinc, like the nose thing, and people who overused that, they would actually like lose their sense of smell for some reason. I think they took that off the market because of that, because people overused it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it's because that's where it's focusing on. So.
Yeah.
Mary Ruth,
Mary Ruth. I got mine on Amazon.
And I love their supplements. I use a lot of Mary Ruth's supplements that we don't have, like that Young Living doesn't carry.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Last but not least, we've already kind of touched on this a little bit.
Oh, my laughing has got my...
You need a drink.
I need a drink.
Diffusing and using essential oils can boost your immune system because they have antioxidants. They can also help purify the air. They can help your body heal. There's so many things that oils can do for you and your immune system.
Yep, because to me, I use them a lot for emotional well-being, and which Kelly said was that you're going to lower your frequency if your emotions are all out of whack. So I think that that's my top reason that I use oils.
Yes, and if you're constantly feeling stressed, sad, depressed, you're going to be more susceptible to sickness, fear, worry, all the things. So if you can have something natural to support healthy emotions and to give yourself a mood boost, like diffuse orange, diffuse all your citrus oils. Find oils you love the smell of, because they're all going to be helping with your emotions.
And again, if you are burning candles to get that smell fix, you're kind of defeating the purpose. You might feel better because you're smelling something that you say, oh, isn't that pleasant? But you're adding toxins into the air and you're breathing those in. So then you're lessening your immune system's ability to fight things. So what did you diffuse today? Did we miss something? I've been diffusing peace and calming and frankincense all day. Your numbers were done differently, so I don't know.
9. No, oils were number 10.
Okay.
I saw 9. I may not have said all the numbers, but yeah, the post numbers are different, so that made it confusing.
Yes, very confusing.
So sorry. So
We're
sorry.
like, did we miss one?
To be causing confusion.
What did I diffuse today? I did Northern Lights in orange. We needed a little grounding.
I tried a new combo today that was
We needed
good.
some grounding in the house today.
All the tree oils. What did you say?
You
Northern
always
Lights.
do all the tree oils.
Northern
Today
Lights.
I did, the second half of the day. Christmas Spirit, which has spruce in it. Idaho Blue Spruce and Orange. And that was really good. I liked it. Yeah.
I just needed peace and calming all day.
Yes.
And I wanted to just, it's diffusing now.
Yeah, that one comes in the starter kit. Okay, so let's
talk about
chat about
starter
that
kit.
for just a minute. So with Young Living, the way you get started is with a little starter bundle or kit where they've put together 12 oils that are like the most commonly
everyday,
used. They're
most
everybody's
common,
favorites. You
everybody
get
needs.
Thieves, you get frankincense, lemon, peppermint, lavender, peace and calming, valor, stress away,
Citrus Fresh.
Digize for all the digestive
Raven.
problems, Raven.
For all the respiratory.
So you get 12 oils, you get a diffuser, and you get 2 of these little samples so you can try the Ningxia.
And you get a hand sanitizer, right?
Hand sanitizer.
We have a great hand sanitizer.
And the best part.
I hope that they freeze.
I want it to freeze right
I hope
there.
this is that screen that when
You
put
get
the video
us.
up.
And what that means is that we take you under our wing and we teach you all we know and we help you use the products. Because it's not helpful for you to get it. And it's a waste of money to get it and just stick it on your shelf.
Yeah.
You have to actually be using them to raise that frequency and keep yourself well and enjoy the benefits.
Yeah.
So we
I
have
love Citrus Fresh with everything too, Chastity.
Yeah. We have a few other, 2 main groups that are just for our members. They're kind of like this, only we do more in-depth classes. We do all kinds of stuff.
Testimonies. You can search for things to get help on something.
You get Dr. Edie's teaching. So once you're a part of our oily family, our team, you've got your starter kit. Then you get added to our member groups, and we want to help you learn to use your oils and be
All the
healthy and
things.
get healthy with us.
It's a lot more fun doing this with friends.
Yes.
Just think of like the oils. To me, when I first started, I was like, "Oh, this is like a new hobby," and I get to have friends do it with me. I don't know, it's just fun.
Yes.
And you're not like wasting your money because everything that you have, it doesn't go bad, and you can collect all the oils. It's kind of fun.
So if you're stockpiling right now, you need a starter kit
Yeah.
because these oils can do a lot of things.
They can do a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, and if you're ready to get your starter kit, we have a little gift we're going to send you that we're going to show you a little bit. We're going to send you some bottles to get started using all your products. So, for instance, we talked about rolling on Thieves. So, if you take an empty roller bottle, which the ones we're going to send you are going to be like this amber color. You can add Thieves to it. You could add some lemon, some frankincense, and then you could have an immune boosting roller.
Then you can just
And
roll
it right on. Roll it on your kid's feet. Roll it on your back of your neck. And rollers just make using the oils so much easier.
because you're not getting it on your hands if you don't want it, or your kids don't want it on their hands, or
So you'll get a few rollers. You could make an immune roller. You could make a sleep roller. You could make a stress roller. Make all the rollers.
all the rollers.
And then you'll get a few little spray bottles. So you could make a room spray. You could make a linen spray. All with oils from your starter kit. And then
You can even, that was a big one, but even with this, you can do a little spray for your plants.
yes.
You could do that, and then you'll get a Is this in here?
Yes,
too?
I
You'll
think
get a
too.
spray bottle,
A big one.
a big spray bottle that we could. What are they going to put in there?
Thieves Cleaner. 'cause
Thieves
you need to
Cleaner,
get
that-
those
yes.
yeah.
You have to get the Thieves Cleaner. That's like one of our best products.
Yes, you could make a mouse spray.
Yeah.
You could make a raspberry. Yeah.
Thieves Cleaner is our household cleaner that comes in a bottle that's a concentrate. So you just put one little capful into your bottle and then fill the rest with water. It lasts forever.
It's the
And it
best
cleans
cleaner.
everything.
Everything.
It
You can
smells
get rid
so
of-
good.
All your toxic cleaners and just use Thieves. We're also going to send you our team recipe cards. So we've got lots of different recipes for rollers, recipes for diffuser blends,
Diffusing.
diffusing. So we'll send you those in the mail too.
Yes.
Yeah.
like Christmas all over again.
It is like Christmas.
So that all those rollers and that will be sent from us for free, just for signing up tonight.
Get
so
your
if
kit
you
ordered.
were invited by somebody that you know, reach out to them and say, okay, I went to your class. If you
or
don't
maybe
know
you were
them,
invited by someone you don't know.
If you somehow got here and you don't know how, reach out to one of us or leave us a message and we will get with you and help you sign up.
I'm not
if you
sure
know
how I got
somebody,
here.
go to them and say, help me sign up. And they will help you. We will also put up a post that will have a link that you can also use. That's really super simple too.
Yes.
So,
yeah, so thank you guys for joining us tonight. We hope you got a new tip or two for keeping you and your family
So the
healthy.
challenge is it's your job to boost your immune system.
Be proactive, you guys.
Yeah, be proactive.
Don't wait around until you feel bad.
no.
Start now.
Because then it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Doubles
Jill.
your work. All right, bye guys.
See you later.
Bye.